All right, a little sneaky snacking has been done, apparently, while we've been away. Almost ready on the back end here. We'll go ahead and grab these from our new Mons. Let's go ahead and pull this up too, since we're not quite ready for them. Shout out to the 21 friends sending us the candies. Let's go. We'll check those out shortly. And let's go over here. Oops. Over here. All right, there's the researcher ID. Should also be a copy of that in the chat if anyone wants to be friends on Pokemon Sleep. And we're almost ready to go here. All right, I think everything's on the back end is good, chat. Everything looks good that I can see anyways. We'll bring the researcher ID back up later on in the stream, but it is in the chat there for you. Let's go ahead and get started for today, everyone. Happy Monday. Another Mobile Monday stream back into effect here. It's been quite a while since we've done the regular Monday streams, but we're here. It's about 1:15 till So let's go ahead and get started. We got breakfast to take care of, chat. Our Snorlax is getting hungry here in the Amber Canyon. So let's go ahead and take care of all this stuff here. Big boy Tyranitar bringing us some candy. Let's go. Cramorant popping a tasty chance. It's always nice too. Let's get it. Lots of oil, lots of oil. See if we get some soybeans here. Tyranitar gonna pop his ability as well. Getting that big boy heal, 21 heal. Let's go. All right, and a fat stack of soybeans, which is what we were looking for this morning, chat. Last 2 weeks, actually, well, I guess week and a half, since Amber Canyon has made its debut, we've been primarily prioritizing pumpkins. So last week, we kind of farmed up some avocados, but we didn't do anything with them. So today here for breakfast, we'll try to whip up an avocado recipe if we got enough mats. We'll have to check here. Let's go ahead and do that now, actually. We're gonna need for today, for our first recipe, 10 oil, 14 avocado, and 18 soybeans. So let's see if we got that, chat. Good on the oil, good on the soybeans, good on the avocados, nice. So we'll be able to make a new recipe here for breakfast, chat. Let's go ahead and do that first thing off the bat. And we actually need to adjust our team too, slightly. So let's see, we got the breakfast figured out. Let's go ahead and back up here a little bit. Snorlax almost done snacking. Finished up there. We got about, what is that, like maybe a fifth of the way to basic 2. Not bad with these, like I said, these are all my new Mons from this week. We got our Dweebles. Well, not Cramorant and Tyranitar, but Trapinch, another newbie. And they're getting kind of hungry, chat. They've been awake all morning. So let's go ahead and feed them a new snack here. A new recipe coming up. Hopefully we get the crit chance, the tasty chance from Cramorant. But let's go ahead and see what we get. Like I said, new recipe. Gonna need 10 of these oil. 14 avocado, and what was the last thing? 18 soy. All right, there we go. New recipe coming up. We're going to try to save our avocados, corn, herbs, and soy. So let's actually back up here. Got a little bit ahead of myself. Make sure we save our avocados, corn, and I think we're low on fiery herbs. Got a decent bit of soy. Tyranitar did work, so we'll go with that. Oh, not gonna find the recipe we're looking for in our recipe book for now anyways. Try this again. All right, go ahead. Yeah, we only got 3 fiery herbs, so we need to save those. Throw in a couple eggs. We'll throw in some honey. We don't need that. At least I don't think so. All right, that'll be a good first batch of the salad, the new avocado salad. Let's see if we can get lucky and hit that tasty crit. Let's go. Exhaustion and sweet cravings. If we don't get enough sleep, we may develop more of a sweet tooth than usual. This is said to be because a lack of sleep affects, what did it say? I didn't get to read it all. It scammed me. All right, we do get lucky and hit the tasty chance crit, doubling our power for the first ever luscious avocado salad on this account. Gonna take it straight to level 10. Can't complain there. Let's go, avocado, let's go. The soft ingredients gently crumble in your mouth. I'm not a huge fan of avocados, but that looks pretty good. Looks pretty tasty. Hopefully Snorlax likes it. Let's get it. Getting the new note for the new recipe. Taking it to basic 2. Always nice to get a level up there on your breakfast. Mission complete. All right, let's go. I think we need. Oh, we've got our good sleep ticket up for 1 more minute, chat. Let's go ahead and extend that. It's pretty funny that we timed that just about perfectly here. Another 7 days on the good sleep rental. Let's go. Are you sure? Yes, we're sure, chat. We're sure. Your good camp set rental period has been extended. Let's go. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. All right, so I made a lot of notes. On what we need to do today. So we're gonna kind of take it chill. Make sure I don't glaze over anything that I wrote down that we skip. So let's see what we can do here. Actually, we'll pull, while we're looking at the notes here, we'll pull the researcher ID back up. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. In the chat, _research. That should show our researcher ID, but there it is for you on the screen as well. I think we have 2 or 3 friend slots still open. 48 out of 50, I think. So if you want to be a researcher buddy, feel free to shoot us a friend request. Like I said, 2 or 3 more slots open. It's on the screen and in the chat for you. Knocked out the new recipe, the first new recipe. Need to set up for our second avocado recipe for lunch. Oh, and we did, I do believe we reactivated the name of Pokemon reward. So if you got a Pokemon that you want to give a nickname to, chat, that should be activated once again. We got lots of Pokemons that need nicknames that we actively use. So if there's a Pokemon you like or a Pokemon you want to name, chat, that should be reactivated, I believe. Let's check on the stream manager here. I think it's 500 tally tokens, and you should be able to nickname a Pokemon, chat. As you can see, we got a couple of nicknames there on the screen. But as long as it's a fair game, you're more than welcome to nickname a Mon. But let's get back into the nitty gritty here. We need to adjust our squad for avocados, corn, fiery herbs, and soy. As you can see, we are working on mainly pumpkins, like I mentioned last week. But we're going to switch it up. Try to get some avocados this week, I think. We'll grab our favorites there. Corn, fiery herbs, and soy. Here's our good corn comfy. The corn comfy, chat. Let's go. Fiery herbs. I don't know who we should grab. Oh wait, Dragonite. Just kidding. Dragonite all day, right? Let's go. 111 energy too. My boy is well rested. Or my girl, excuse me. My girl Dragonite is well rested, chat. Let's go. And what do we need? Soy. So Tyranitar again here. Oops. Dark Tyranitar. Alright, that should be good. That should be good for our second avocado meal. We'll stick there for a second while we go and check on what's good for lunch, chat. I didn't even really look at the ingredient list when we made our first meal there, but let's check. Salads, 21 out of 25. I believe there's one other avocado recipe here we're missing. We didn't get to make any pumpkin salads yet. Unfortunately, we had one. Unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, we had desserts for the first 2 weeks of pumpkins being out. So we'll be able to make at least the Moo Moo Capri, which is a little bit weaker than the avocado that we just made, unfortunately. But we might actually be able... if we pop a Dweeble ability, that'll give us 10 ingredients, right? So as long as we farm 3 oil, we could possibly do that again. Five leeks, 2 mushrooms. I don't know what would be faster, 5 leeks or 7 avocado. Let's actually maybe go back to our other team here. And go 4 avocado with Cramorant. Let's see. Who should our other choice be? He's got the main skill chance up, but ingredient finder down. So an hour and 2 minutes. What's this one? An hour and 9 minutes. Alright, so I think this Dweeble right here, we're chilling. Alright, I think we're going to sit there and hope we'll farm 7 avocado in this time. If they pop an ability or 2, or 1 ability will give us 5 if we're lucky. And then we only need 2 avocado on top of that. So that's not a whole lot. Should be plausible, I think. Let's go back to the community tab here. Pull this back up while we're chilling and talking. Like I said, I believe we got 2 or 3 more slots left on the ID page, or the friend ID. So if you want to exchange those daily candies, we're playing once or twice a day. I think we're almost 2 years in on research. So you're more than welcome if we got slots available. If you got slots on your friends list available, you're more than welcome. Take a screenshot or ! research in the chat, and that'll get you the researcher ID, fam. Gonna look at my notes here. I know we need to power up a couple of those new Pokemon if possible for today. We're kind of low on Dream Shards after the new cooking pot size increase. But I do want to look at Dweeble and Trapinch, whatever. And I know we're going to be low on sleep points, but we got to see how close we are to the Claw to get our Weevil. We still haven't got evolved Sneasel yet. So we're going to work on all those things today, chat. Right now we're just chilling, vibing, making sure we get all of our notes taken care of for this week. Alright, let's actually go and look and see. I'm sure we're going to be at least a week or so away from being able to buy our Claw for Weevil here, but let's check. Go ahead and get our daily while we're here. Fingers crossed for some diamonds, chat. Let's get some diamonds. Fingers crossed. Oh, rip. Alright. I'll take it, I guess. Alright, yeah, we are going to be like a week or so, a little bit longer than a week or so away. We got that 336 points. We need 1,400 to get the Razor Claw to finally evolve Sneasel. I keep forgetting, and every time we end up having some points to spare, we end up buying Poke Biscuits. So I need to try to remember. Save up 1,000 more points, Mark. Save up 1,000 more points so we can get this Claw. A sharp and pointed claw that can make a certain species, Sneasel, evolve. Alright, so I'll cross that off my list. Not quite there yet. Not quite there for the Razor Claw. I guess we're a little bit closer than I thought. Forgot to grab our 96 points. But glad to get those after a shitty night's sleep the night before. As you can see, 53 points, not great. But yeah, slept pretty good last night, so big hype. Let's go ahead and check out our new week worth of missions here. Canyon 2 limited time missions. Got the big old Salamence, Flygon, high in the sky above our Snorlax. Nice 30 bagging candy. Gonna use that like I mentioned. Ultra 1, Master 1. Probably not gonna happen. Ember Canyon is a little bit tough for us to get to Master. I think we got to Ultra 4 last week. But we're getting there. 100 candies, bedtime 3 times, and cook 12 meals. So the only one that's questionable is this one here. The Master 1. Everything else should be doable, I think. Yeah, as you can see, we didn't quite get there last week either. Regular missions, Great 2, Ultra 4. Cook, give berries, give favorite berries, and use some candies. We're going to work on that here in a second. But let's actually, since speaking of berries as well, we got a funny set of berries on Amber Canyon. Every time I look at these berries, chat, I feel like this is such a funny combination. Poison, bug. Alright, I kind of understand those two going together. But then the dragon is just what throws me off. I think Dragonberry should have been at Lapis Lakeside. Every time I think about this. every time I think about this, but I guess we can't do too much to complain. Go ahead and make our berry team like we said, so we can have a B team to go to in case we don't get a good night's sleep. In case we don't get a good night's sleep with our mons that we're trying to work with, we can at least adjust these guys slightly. It's already pretty half decent. We got bug, we got poison, we got dragon. We just need to swap around a couple of these guys maybe. Alright, Toxtricity. I remember I wanted him on the team. And I think we have a decent Arbok as well. I think it's going to be the one with the star. That'd probably be a good one to check, wouldn't it be, chat? Skill trigger, speed of help up. Yeah, that's who we want. And then for Bezelbust, another one of our named Mons, I believe. Who named that Pokemon, chat? I think that was our boy Chew a long time ago. If you want to name a Mon, chat, we do have the redemption activated today. 500 tally tokens. You're welcome to name any Pokemon that doesn't already have a nickname, fam. Feel free. Go ahead and do this swap. I need the Toxtricity. I think is going to be the good option here. The 2x berry probably, right? Alright, that'll give us a good alternate team. A little berry, the berry backup team, that's what we can call it. Berry backup team. Cross that off my list too while we're here. Not half bad. I mean, they're kind of low-ish levels, but at least they're all over level 20. Which is better than some of the event teams that we've been rocking with. I think our Halloween team was maybe a little bit lower. So that's fair. Fair game, I think. Let's cross this off. We got the next recipe set up already. Lunch. Event notes. Yeah, let's see. What is new? What is new in this event as far as week 2 goes, chat? Did we just get more bonuses? Or what's the deal here? I thought we were going to start off with a bigger Snorlax. But that did not seem to be the case. So let's read these notes here. Let's click this. Alright, well, let's specifically look for anything new for this week. Week 2. Alright. So it sounds like it's the exact same this week as last week. It's just a 2-week event. It seems like in the past, you got better bonuses during the second week of the event, but maybe not for this one, chat. Unless I skimmed over it too quickly. I believe everything's the same. We just got a second week of missions. If there was any bonuses that I missed, feel free to yell at me in the chat, but I don't see anything changing. I don't see anything changing between week 1 and 2. After December 1st, you'll no longer be able to use Trapinch Incense, Baggin Incense, or Dweeble Incense in Greengrass Island. That's fairly typical for the events. Yeah, so I guess there's no new notes being changed here, really, chat. We'll go ahead and cross that off as well. I normally, or they'll normally add, a mini candy boost or something to that second week. But I guess not for this time. Kind of lame. Kind of, sort of lame a little bit. We'll go ahead and get our diamonds. Our diamonds from making our new dish, though, chat. Let's check it out. 6 more recipes it looks like we're missing. I know we got at least 3-ish avocados and a handful of pumpkins. So let's take a look here. Curry's pretty full. Missing a stew and 4 salads. Or this actually might be a, is this a salad right here? I think it is. And then we got that one dessert. Missing that one dessert, chat. The recipe book is coming in clutch though. Look at all these tasty snacks. I've said this since we started streaming Pokemon Sleep. But the food in this universe, for the most part, looks so tasty. Luscious avocado salad, times made 1. Glad we added that today. Possibly might add a second one here, but we'll see. We'll see. Not today, but eventually add a second avocado salad. Got the pumpkin stew. I guess we did have pumpkin stew. I thought we had dessert every day for the pumpkins, but maybe not. Guess we made that a few times. All right, looking good. Looking good there. Let's back up. Yeah, six more dishes that we're missing. So it's gonna come down to pot size, I believe. I know there was a couple of things that we didn't make, or at least one for pumpkin that was down to pot size. And if we want to upgrade this thing again, let's see, we need 1.2 million dream shards. So we're going to need to stack those up. Going to need to stack those up for sure if we want the 78 pot size. Speaking of which, actually, let's go ahead and do this and this. And we should have some dream shards in here that we can bust down. I do believe. There we go. A couple of them, not a lot. But at least a handful. 5 of them, let's go. 14K. Gonna need to add that to the piggy bank. Add that up to the piggy bank, chat. And we got us 3 ingredient tickets as well. This might come in handy for our lunchtime. Let's see what we got. Fingers crossed. If we want to make that same salad, we need oil and we need avocados. But I'll take avocados, corn, herbs, or soy. Channel those vibes into the chat. That's what we need, fam. We got 30 ingredients coming through, so let's see what we get. Some gingers, some pumpkins, eggs, apples, milk. Alright. Alright, I'll take the 10 pumpkins. That's alright. Always good to have some new ingredients, I guess. We still got some recipes there to work on. I'm not sure exactly. Let's go back here. Can we see... I don't think we added any pumpkin salads into our recipe book. Like I said, I think we just had I thought we mainly had dessert and then the curry. So we haven't had a chance to make pumpkin salads yet. And there's our 4 that we're missing. With very high numbers. So that's gonna defeat my idea there that we might had a lucky amount of pumpkins to fill one of these other recipes. But I don't think that's gonna happen today. Or at least not right here for lunchtime. So let's go back and see. 7 and 3 away is our lucky numbers to cook that salad again. Has anybody found some ingredients? Where's my fit? Oh, there he is. Okay, Trappence, you were kind of hiding behind this cloud right here, bud. I do think I'm a big fan of the graphics here on Amber Canyon. I'm not totally sold on the berry comp. the opinion of our Snorlax, I guess. But I do like the graphics. The Amber Canyon kind of gives me, like, obviously Grand Canyon vibes a little bit. But you got a nice little, like, oasis over here. It's kind of chill. Seems like a chill spot that you'd actually set up a campsite, I think. Trapinch now hiding over here by the cactus. Little Dweeble. Alright, let's check out our sleep report, chat. Let's see if we got any shinies last night. The week 1 recap. And hopefully while we do this, maybe we can farm an avocado or some oil before we end up deciding on if we buy that whistle or not. Let's go. Session 831. Let's get into it. Alright, just over 8 hours, 96%. Slept a lot better than we did the night before, like I said. A couple hours extra. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, fam. Normally our sleep report, our sleep graph here is like flipped. Normally we get a lot of dozing and snoozing. Or not as much snoozing, I should say. Mainly dozing. Last night, wow, we got a lot of snoozing. And a good amount of slumbering too compared to our usual sleep. So that's very different. We must have been tired after Saturday night, chat. Alright, good stuff. Let's go. Slumbering type. That was expected. That was kind of expected there. Alright, Drowsy Power. What's good, fam? Let's see if we can get some new mons. We got some green. Got a yellow in there now. Alright. Couple greens and a yellow. We'll take it, fam. We'll take it. 63 mil. The 96 sleep score. Fingers crossed we get some cool mons here. Let's go. Alright, see a new style right off the bat. Our boy Trapinch. Oh shit, chat. Talking about the shinies. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this, chat. The shiny Toxel. Pink and purple. Look at that. That is beautiful. Let's go, fam. A great addition to the shiny, fam. Great addition. Let's see what else we got here. Is he upside down? He's hugging the rock. He's like cleaning himself. Look at this. That's funny. Appreciating sleep. Dweeble dozing. Appreciating sleep. New style discovered. 3 stars. That's a pretty funny one. That's good. Whoever thought of that did a good job. Dweeble makes a hole in a rock it likes and lives within. On very rare occasions, it's been discovered hugging a rock while sleeping. Perhaps this occurs when it discovers a perfect rock and falls asleep admiring it. That sounds like what happened here, chat. That definitely sounds like what we found here. Almost 3,000 dream shards, too. Take that all day. Another new style here. That's a pretty funny one as well. Looks like he's coming up to attack the Toxel. Watch out, Toxel. You gotta be careful, brother. The Burrow in Sleep, another 3-star. This Pokemon patiently awaits prey inside its funnel-shaped nest. When it buries its body in sand and opens its mouth wide while asleep. Maybe it's just preparing to bite down on prey that tumble into its nest. Like our boy Toxel. Watch out, fam. Watch out. Watch out, Toxel. What else we got? We got a Munna, Tyranitar, or not Tyranitar, excuse me, Larvitar, Mawile, and a Dweeble. Pretty good report, chat. Pretty good report. We got 2 new styles, plus the shiny. Can't hate on that. That's great. We did have our Dweeble instance going. I guess that explains the extra Dweeble, perhaps. But we need those candies. Had a good camp ticket. Obviously, refresh that up. So that's always useful. Someone's going to be hungry. Hopefully it doesn't count the shiny. Shinies are always guaranteed hungry, chat. So hopefully it goes to one of the other mons. Amber Canyon buffs. You got the bag and Trapinch, etc. buff, Dweeble buff. Alright, let's go. Let's wrap it up and see who's hungry, fam. Let's pass out these biscuits. Alright, so the Hungry Mon does go to the Swablu. That's alright. That's alright. I wish it went to the Trapinch or someone else, but you know, you can't complain too much, chat. We got the shiny. We got the freaking shiny Toxel. So gonna use the biscuit on him for sure, chat. Get the instant crit. Max Friendship, Insta Shiny. Let's heckin' go. Oh, and we get a Befriending Bronze Badge for Toxel. Look at that, chat. We're on a roll. We are on a freaking roll here. Now we need to decide, who are we giving our bonus biscuit to? Should we give it to a Trapinch or a Dweeble? I think that's going to be the plan. We got to decide here, chat. Which orange mon gets the bonus biscuit? Should we give it to Trapinch or should we give it to Dweeble, fam? Which one should it be? While we think about this and ponder. I'm sipping on the S'mores Dubby today. That felt like a good option. Kind of got the cooler weather. The cooler weather setting in. Sipping on the s'mores. And it got me thinking. Dubby fam in the chat. Any Dubby fans in the chat? The s'mores flavor, that have had the s'mores flavor specifically. Because you know it's Christmassy season, right? Oh, and here's a key for you. Here's a power move. If you're making the s'mores Dubby, mix it with the chocolate milk. Alright? Hear me out. Christmas time though, we need to get us, Dubby fam in the chat, we need to get us a little Debbie Christmas tree snack cake Dubby flavor. Is that a great idea or what? Perfect for the season. The s'mores flavor is already smacking, but if we had a Christmas tree little Debbie flavor, oh my goodness. Exclamation mark Dubby in the chat. That'll get you your discount code and all the information you need to get yourself some Dubby. Be sipping on the s'mores Dubby, catching Dubbies all day. Alright, and I think I've decided, since we got the level 4 Trapinch versus the level 5 Dweeble, I think it's only fair if we give it to Trapinch. It's only fair. I think Dweeble might be slightly better. At least our Dweeble anyways is slightly better. But that'll give us a chance. This Trapinch right here, if we crit, could be the new power player. You never know. You don't win if you don't play. So I think we'll give our bonus biscuit to this little guy right here. Fingers crossed he's a good one. Fingers crossed, everyone. Hype in the chat. Let's see if we get a good one. Alright, no crit, but we'll take it. We'll take the 3. Moving onward, fam. Moving onward. Like I said, we're gonna save. We gotta save our sleep points. Can't let my Weevil, my Sneasel, Can't let my Sneasel down for so long, so we're gonna chill there. Finish up the research. You made serious strides in your Pokemon sleep research. Keep it up next time. Thanks, Professor. We're out, brother. All right, now the question is for the research fam in the chat. Anybody on the research ID fam? Should we send out the 3-star Trapinch for y'all to get candy here? Or should we send out the 3-star Dweeble? Now we're back in the same predicament we were in a second ago. Do we go Trapinch or Dweeble? Maybe go opposites. I think that's what we should do. Maybe go opposites here. Appreciating sleep. We'll pass out the Dweeble candy. Unless we got any complaints. I don't think we're going to get any complaints here. Dweeble candy for the friends list. There you go. So Swablu was our bonus. Kind of what I thought with the Hungry Friendship. Not a bad haul at all with the shinies. 3 new Pokemons that we needed. 2 of which were new sleep styles. So that's a W. W all day. $9,000 Dream Shards. Good to go. Now let's check out our new shiny chat. Friendship level 10. Got that bronze badge. Level 15. Rash. Gotta drop a favorite. Skill level up. Okay. With the main skill chance down, unfortunately. But he is a shiny. Can't complain there. Let's go. Alright, Dream Shards taken care of. Research taken care of. Let's see, is there any instance? There was a quest. A mission, excuse me. To use incense, I thought. Maybe that was last week's. It's still 6 days, though. We need to use 4 incense. So let's see if we got any incense we can burn for tonight. Oh no. We got a good handful of incense, but none of them you can use here. In the canyon, unfortunately, which is an L. Major L there. Maybe our boy Trapinch can make up for it. You got some avocados for us, bud? You got some avocados? Yeah! Let's go! Alright, so I think that means we need 5 more avocados. We need 5 more. Let's see what else we got. Dweeble, did you bring us some too, bud? Yes, sir. Let's go. Dweeble, what's this Dweeble doing? Letting us down, chat. He thought he could sneak that berry past us. Cramorant, nothing either. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna be 5 avocados and 3 oils shy, I believe. Can't remember if it was 15 avocados. I think it was 14. We might actually be 4 shy. Let's see. Four shy on the avocados. Can we buy us a whistle, chat? Let's go. 200 diamonds well spent. Gonna get us another chunk of XP on the avocado salad film. And let's actually switch the team after we blow the whistle, I think. We'll use this to farm as much avocado as possible. And then we'll heal this next team. Alright, 3 hours worth of avocados, chat. This should be good. Alright, there was like 7 or so in there. We only needed 4. Should put us in a safe zone to cook that avocado salad. Once again here, let's check. And yes, it does. Yes, it does. Just barely make it with the 15. Alright, so this is the team we need to make our new recipe. Hopefully for dinner time. Pull these guys out. And so the plan here is we're going to cook for these guys. And hopefully by dinner time, we'll add that second new recipe for the week. All right, let's see what we got. I'm not feeling the tasty chance this time. We didn't get the added bonus. But I mean, you never know. I'm definitely not going to complain if we get a crit. Can't complain if you get a free crit. Almost 20k, no crit. It is what it is. We get 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels, and 4.5-ish. Or I guess that was 3.5. 3.5 actually, but let's go. Level 13. Let's heckin' go. Oh, and it's going to boost us about 2/3 of the way there to level 3. Or, yeah, 2/3 of the way there to level 3. Not bad at all. Crossing another couple things off of our list here. Working our way through. Let's go see, since we got our Dweeble Trapinch team going, who possibly can we level up and boost a little bit? $123 candies for our Trapinch, who evolves at level 26, but we need 40 candy. So let's see here. So that'll get us a good handful of levels closer. Still 6 levels away, but level 20, we'll take that. Let's go. Alright, now Dweeble, who's going to be our bigger player for avocados, I think. As you can see, he's got all avocados here. It also evolves at level 26 and 40 candy, so let's see what we can do. Get a couple levels up, 2 levels up. Still keeping the 40 candy. And that's going to knock out a mission for us as well. Get a couple levels up and a mission taken care of. That's a win-win. 2 birds with 1 stone, really. Now let's go to bag and... Whoops. Our 3rd newest Pokemon to the Dex. And he evolves a little bit lower. Level 23. 40 candy. And we'll get him a couple levels as well. A little bit closer to Shelgon. almost 600 rest power. So the new Pokemon, we're building them up. Slowly but surely building up these new guys. Speaking of new guys, actually, let's go over here to our shiny team. Since we added a new shiny to the roster today. He's not going to be one of our higher shinies like these guys, obviously, but we'll take a look here. Shiny Pokemon. See what our list looks like for the shinies, chat. And remember, if anyone wants to name a Pokemon, we got the name Pokemon Redemption activated for today. The shinies are fair game too, as long as they don't have a nickname. You're more than welcome to name any mon we got. So let's see, where's our new guy? He's going to be way at the bottom. Love the shiny Ghastly, shiny Ditto, shiny Umbreon, shiny Shuppet. I like all these shinies, chat. Well, not all of them, but don't tell the ones I don't like. Shiny Pumpkaboo. Two of my favorite colors there, purple, green. And our new guy, shiny Toxel. He's a little tiny guy. I don't know what he's going to look like when he evolves. We might have to do some research and see. Because I know there's a couple different forms of Toxel, Toxtricity, excuse me. We'll have to look into that. I normally like to keep the base evolutions until we get 2 shinies. But we'll have to see if it looks good or not. We'll have to see. Let's go do this. Sort them by RP. And there you go. That's our top shiny team right there. That's what we got already. Shiny Vikavolt is pretty dope with the white and green, I think, as well. And do we have... When is the next Darkrai event come out, chat? Does anybody know the next date for the Darkrai event? I don't think they've sent out notes on this yet. November 19th to November 22nd. So yeah, they actually have. It's this Wednesday, coming up Wednesday. Gonna have to take out our Darkrai team. Potentially, chat, potentially. Always good to have backups. Always good to have backup teams in mind in case your primary team doesn't get enough rest for the week. And speaking of rest for the week, we got some incense for tonight. Throw that down here. Got some incense burning at our good campsite. Let's go. Oh, and our dark. Let's take a look at our dark team. There we go. Darkness Falls. Darkrai team coming in pretty hot. Houndoom still a little bit lower. But that's the Darkrai team we got now, chat. As we build our Darkrai's power. Unlocking these abilities. Actually, can we look? Let's go and actually look at Darkrai here. Whoops. If we could press the right buttons, that would help us immensely. Alright, that boy Darkrai. As you can see, we got sausages, soybeans unlocked. And our first sub-skill, the inventory up M, pretty solid. A 40 carry limit. Hard to complain. Hard to complain so far about our Darkrai. I'm pretty happy. Hopefully for this next event, if we unlock another seed, he'll be even stronger. But let's see. What do we got going on for this week? Chat, the rest of this week. Well, a week from today, we'll do our week 2 recap. See where we got at this week on Pokemon Sleep. That'll be a week from today, same time, 11:30. A little bit before noon, we'll hop on. Tomorrow will be our Mega Man stream, our regularly scheduled Tuesday, Thursday Mega Man streams will be back into effect tomorrow. Tuesday, Thursdays. Like I said, Mega Man Battle Network 3 is what we've been playing. Keep an eye on our schedule tab here on Twitch, and that'll show you what games we're playing and when. So Tuesday, Thursday, we've been a little bit putting streaming on the back burner, getting ready for Sailing on Old School RuneScape's dropping this week. big hype there if you're an old school RuneScape player. Wednesday, sailing. First new skill since 2006, I want to say. So it's a long time coming. Hopefully that works out well. Like I said, a week from today, more Pokemon Sleep. Tuesday, Thursdays will be our Mega Man streams, fam. Hopefully you all enjoyed hanging out today. Thank you to all the research friends that send us our candies every day. And I think on that note, chat, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. See you all tomorrow for some Mega Man. And if we don't catch you then, I'll see you next week for some more Pokemon Sleep. Have a good week, everybody. It's been Coach Mark. It's been fun. We'll see you next time.